GoPro, start recording. Hey, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, May 16th, it's 9:09 a.m. Down here waiting for Chuck Bronson to show up. Got some interesting information related to the arrest that occurred the other night. So we are here going to investigate. Thank you, Jerry. So, do me a favor, guys. Let me know if the stream's coming in pretty good. It was giving me some issues getting it started just a moment ago, so. Hey, Jerry, how's it going? Not certain that that's him. Hey, Shutdown, which one are you talking about? All right, cool. Give me a second, guys, because I'm going to be going in here in just a second, so I'm not going to be super focused on the do you have a last name for him?
Yesterday, I had one accident and a company picked up my car, and then I would like to know the address that company located in Collier, Customer Drive, something like that. And then if you don't have the address.
Yes, thank you.
You guys will find out here in just a moment. If you could refresh my memory, send me an email so you can refresh my memory.
Hi, man. No, this is the report, no, but right now, I need is the company address to pick it up.
That's not us. It says Lee County Sheriff.
Okay,
Lee County Sheriff, that's not ours.
oh, okay.
So I got a 119 violation.
Yeah, but
So he's here requesting records, and she's telling him, no, sorry, you have to go to Lee County. But what she should actually be doing is forwarding the request onto the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Yes, we are currently in Fort Myers. Yes, I was wondering if I could get a few questions answered about an arrest that was made the other night.
An arrest?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, technically it was a kidnapping, but
I'm sorry?
so technically it was a kidnapping, but yeah.
Okay, where did this happen?
I don't know the exact location, but it was one of your officers.
Okay, do you know the case number or? the
Case
person?
number no, but the person that was arrested, his name was Brian Wilkins.
Okay, hang on, let me get you something.
I'm going to, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Any information you can.
I'm just gonna give it to you verbally.
Hang on, let me get.
I'm just curious as to what you guys were doing with the vehicle at the flea market for several hours before you brought it to impound.
Okay, I can't answer that. 'Cause
Is there
I
somebody who
wasn't
could?
there, But I can try to look it up for you.
Yes.
Okay, what's the person's name?
The arrested person or kidnapped person was Brian Wilkins.
B-R-I-A-N? or
Yes.
Wilkins?
So wondering if I could also get a copy of the arrest affidavit.
Okay, Brian Wilkins. All right, do you know his date of birth or anything like that?
He's standing right behind me.
Oh, okay.
8/16/75.
I'm sorry?
8/16/75. It's Brian with a Y.
We're Chuck Bronson, everybody.
Okay, you said this was this weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
How funny they don't have a duty desk.
Hmm?
They don't have any at the duty desk.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen anybody there. Normally it's dark. Normally the lights off.
I haven't been here in like 2 years, so
It has somebody there's.
yeah.
Never seen. Trying to get back my property that was lawfully seized
Yeah.
without due process of law,
Yep. The funny thing is, where'd they get the warrant to go into the car?
right?
Where'd they get the warrant to impound the vehicle?
Right?
And why did they
It was
take
parked
it?
in a public easement.
Yeah.
Nobody complained.
Exactly. 24 hours.
That's right.
And unless it's on a highway, and then it's 6 hours. Are they fucked up? They fucked up big time.
See if I can get service too.
Hi there.
Hi, I had some property seized from me
Okay.
this weekend.
Okay.
I wanted to see if I could, I'm supposed to come pick it up.
Come pick it up, yeah, pick up the white phone right there, that'll go straight up to property and evidence, they can look that up for you.
So, I just right now remember. Maybe something's I don't need to do it. Creo que se me quita ahora.
Yeah, I'm here to pick up some property that was unlawfully seized without due process of law. No, I don't. Brian Wilkins, Brian with a Y.
Okay, these are all the ones I found from March, because I just went through the whole beginning of the year, and now at this apartment number.
Okay,
So the only ones that I found starting back out on March 28th up through now.
okay, and then the one that I gave you on the slip,
Yes.
that one's in there, okay. Perfect.
How about the other one?
The
The one that I made one.
that's what I'm saying, that one's the one for Saturday. Let me see the
I hope
picture.
that she gets her message.
Thank you. And
08.
then when, like around when was that? Then there was another
guess
one.
that don't
that
matter.
Oh, go one second, guys.
First they made the girls. Let me see if because if not, I know it's in my office.
What's in here?
Oh, here, it's this
Very nice
one.
little Motorola unit.
See if that one's in the file you have.
I would like that one too.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, OGI,
Just give us back
Yeah.
the one.
what is it, or do you know what I need to do as far as,
I was looking at these
cause they like took my phone as evidence?
Porque son de la misma
How to
marca
get
como
that
la
back?
novia
The
de
one
la
that I
que
was
yo tengo
using
es Sneaky,
for the
que
live
esa me
stream?
regalaron a mí.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is they shouldn't have even taken it as a live stream, so there's nothing on the device.
And I told them that.
Yeah.
But there's something else. right?
They need a
There's some
warrant.
of it.
The thing is, they need a warrant in order to get that.
Yeah.
So did they produce a warrant or anything?
No, of course not, they didn't have one.
Oh, dude, they made a bigger mess up than Lee County.
Yeah, and they've been accessing all my phones too.
They have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. So that gets deeper and deeper. Interesting.
But no, there's something that I need to file to get it back typically, when they do that. I mean,
Oh,
it's under
yeah, what is it?
I don't know if I have to ask to go through the court or what. I said-
Mass had to do one. Yeah. Technically, the attorney files it, but if you're doing pro se, you're gonna have to file it with the court.
Yeah. What if there's no,
Um,
what if there isn't even a case? What if the state
Once there's like
hasn't
a
looked at the case yet, then,
disposition of something, I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
I don't remember off the top of my head. But the thing is, they shouldn't have even taken it in the first place. It is an unlawful arrest.
that's right.
So,
They don't think it of that way though. They're not
well,
thinking of
that's
it.
because they're tyrant pieces of shit. So, they just think that they can arrest people just because they can, even though they can't. They like to throw around that 843.02. So, they're just gonna get more happy with that.
Oh my god, he is so cute. I first he's struggling.
Okay.
This will be one call, I did have to remove the redaction information.
Okay.
119,
Okay.
which is the person you call, the address, and if it's not a work address or like a business, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
I mean, it should be, is
Okay.
that a worker? Cause I was the one who called 911.
Yeah, it was probably you or mine.
It was
You're
me.
good.
Okay, I mean, I can wait, I don't mind.
Como se ve, pero voy a por el tiempo no se me hace.
Come on up over here. Come
I
on.
do.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, bye. They're talking about keeping half the items, I guess.
Keeping
So
half
the
the
phones.
Interesting. Even though you were only using one.
Yeah.
Did they take all the cameras out of the car?
Not the gas cams, but other cameras I had in there.
Even though you weren't using them?
Yep.
J-A-Y.
So,
And like sticks and,
that you weren't even using?
yeah,
Okay, that's, yeah.
selfie sticks and whatever tripod.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
What's the phone number of this place again?
So they're gonna keep all the phones.
Yeah, all right, guys. So I guess they're gonna try and keep all of Chuck Bronson's phones. If you guys want to redress your grievances, phone number to this place is 239-321-7700. Hit option 1. Utilize your First Amendment right to redress grievances. Someone wants to drop that in the chat. Exactly. And the thing is, they didn't even have a warrant to go through the car. He wasn't even in the car at the time that they kidnapped him. So they went ahead and went in there anyway and stole his items.
Hey, that's good. maybe she was looking for somebody.
No. One second.
They'll be here in a couple minutes. You have a seat, okay?
I need to obtain a still record.
How long did they have your car at the?
Hmm?
How long did they have your car at the? What do you call it? The flea
So we
market.
took it around 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then we picked it up, yesterday at around the same time, so 12 hours.
Yeah. Well, she was telling me that she was watching on GPS that they took the car to the flea market and then to the impound.
Yeah, flea
So-
market, hospital, and then impound. So I was gonna try to find out the chain of custody too, I was gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling right now, is hopefully they have something. I asked them, I said, yeah, I want to know exactly why that vehicle was brought to the flea market, not to the impound.
Not
So-
it wasn't the vehicle, it was the phones that they took from the vehicle.
Yeah, oh. Interesting. So what were they doing with them?
Hmm?
What were they doing with them?
Yeah. The phones went to the flea market, then to Lee County Health on 41, and then to here.
Interesting. Wiley County Health.
I assume he just went, instead of, bringing the evidence, supposed evidence right here,
Yeah,
drove
he
around with
drove
it for a
around
little
with
bit,
it,
went
yeah.
to another call or whatever.
Interesting.
Sorry, no, first he went to Lee, he went to the flea market on MLK, then he went to Lee Health on 41, then he came to the, he went to the jail, and then he came
Yeah.
here.
Okay, I got the report here, and, they charge 15 cents a page, so it's 30 cents for this.
I went to the clerk of court, I mean,
Okay.
I did it downtown with
Part-
the,
I just want to photograph and inspect it.
Seal it for me, so I have
I'm
to
not
go
asking
to
for
them
copies,
and
I'm just
get
wanting to photograph and
it.
inspect it.
Okay, well, I can send it to you, but I can't just hand it to you. Like,
That's fine, yeah. If you could post it up here on the window so that I can photograph and inspect it, that'd be great.
okay, I can't,
Cause I had,
No, not for
Department
inspection.
kept calling,
Sorry.
they
Florida
told me
Statute
to
119.
see, and
It's,
so I'm not sure.
Specifically states.
yeah.
We shouldn't be able to see it, but let me just check, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on one second.
And you have the option to copy it any way you wish.
Yeah.
okay, hang on, where do you want it?
You can post it right up here onto the window. So, we'll block out some of that. Da-da-da. Resisting arrest, obstruction without violence. All right, can I see the second page now?
I'm new, so I have.
That's
to-
okay. Nope, that's fine. Let's see. At approximately 1:19 a.m. while on marked uniform patrol with an incorporated city of Fort Myers, Officer Davila was at 2475 Central Avenue completing an extra patrol on the apartment complex. As Officer Davila was circling the block of Central Avenue and Franklin Street, he could hear someone call out, "I just got stabbed." Officer Davila at the time was driving his vehicle north on Central Avenue. Davila made a right onto Willard Street East, then a right onto Royal Palm Avenue South, finally back to Franklin West, and came into contact with the black male who had called out that he had been stabbed. Upon contact with two black males, one black male stated that he had been stabbed in the right upper leg.
Keep calm.
The black male then lifted up his shorts to show the officer the small laceration in his upper right inner thigh, close to his groin. The male continued to state that he did not want to make a report, but wanted Fort Myers Police Department to know that, quote, "there are some fools running
Is
around
it
the
a
city."
I mean, don't
Officer
you
Davila asked if he needed any medical attention. The male stated he did not need an ambulance and that his girlfriend was a nurse and she would take care of the laceration. As Officer Davila was continuing his investigation, a black four-door vehicle, cool, so he put the wrong color in, so there's that, pulled up on Franklin Street and parked in the easement in the north side of Franklin Street. A white male driver, sole occupant of the vehicle, identified to be Brian Chadwick, rolled down the driver's side window, began filming Officer Davila
I have to,
and the two black males as Officer Davila continued his investigation. Wilkins was using his cell phone attached to what appeared to be a selfie stick to hold the cell phone. Two males asked Officer Davila what Wilkins was doing. Officer Davila explained that he was filming the investigation. The two males asked, is he allowed to do that? Officer advised that as long as Wilkins did not hinder or obstruct the investigation in any way, he was free to record the interaction. The two males expressed their displeasure with being filmed and became upset. Both males asked Wilson to stop recording. Officer Davila asked the two males to continue with the investigation and described the male that had assaulted him. Officer Davila took the opportunity to advise Wilkins he was interfering with the investigation, which is wrong because actually 843.02, in case you guys didn't know, requires a physical act in order to obstruct an investigation. Secondly, he wasn't in or within the bounds of the investigation. He was actually outside. And a lot of people talk about, what's the proper footage to be away from a scene. In Glick v. Kniff, it was actually found that 10 feet was a reasonable amount of distance away from the interaction. And he was well over 30. Asked for description of the male that stabbed him. The male had been stabbed. He gave a brief description of the suspect. However, he stopped speaking and became upset at Wilkins for filming the investigation. So, because the guy who got stabbed got upset and couldn't control his ADHD, he asked the cop to arrest him. So, the male attempted to continue his story, but was agitated that Wilkins did not stop filming, despite that the male had asked Wilkins to stop filming him. So, he doesn't have an obligation. So, Chuck didn't have an obligation to stop filming. He was in public, documenting matters of public interest. Officer Davia stopped the investigation again to address Wilkin and advised Wilkin to leave as he was obstructing the investigation. Except Wilkin was actually on the opposite side of the street and not inside the bounds of where the investigation was, which was on the opposite side of the street. Officer Davia attempted to re-engage the male who had been stabbed, but the male was so agitated he had to be restrained by his friend to keep him from going to
Are you
Wilkins.
the one to pick up evidence? Property?
That would be that gentleman. And can I get your name for the record, please?
My name's Steve.
ID number? All right, fuck you. So Officer Davia stopped the investigation again to address Wilkins and advised him to leave as he was obstructing the investigation. He responded, "Where do you want me to go?" Officer Davia attempted to re-engage them. So this dumbass actually put in there, "Where do you want me to go?" So he had asked Chuck to leave. Chuck then asked the officer, "Where do you want me to go?" And then proceeded to arrest him. So they kind of screwed themselves on that. Officer Davia attempted to re-engage the male who had been stabbed, but the male was so agitated he'd be restrained by his friend. I know I'm kind of rereading this. At the time, the male did not want to continue answering Officer Davia's questions until Wilkins would stop filming and delete the video of Officer Davia and the two males talking. Officer Davia then returned his attention to Wilkins, who took Wilkins into custody for obstructing during a criminal investigation. Wilkins was searched and placed into Officer Lassard's patrol vehicle. Officer Davia took the selfie stick and cell phone and that Wilkins used to record the incident into custody for evidence. Wilkins' vehicle was towed as per Fort Myers policy. It stated he was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Wilkins was not the registered owner. Officer Golodic towed the vehicle, then provided the keys of the vehicle to Officer Davia along with the tow log. Officer Davia explained to Wilkins how to retrieve the vehicle from alligator towing. Officer Davia also advised on how to retrieve the items that were submitted to Fort Myers Police Department Evidence Unit. So, as stated, Wilkins was taken into custody for obstruction, Florida Statute 843.02, which states, "Whoever shall resist, obstruct, or oppose any officer or other person legally authorized to execute process in the execution of legal process or in the lawful execution of legal duty without offering or doing violence to the person of the officer shall be guilty of a misdemeanor of the first degree." Now, what they don't know is that in Hap v. Florida, this Supreme Court ruling or not a Supreme Court, it was a Court of Appeals that came out of, I think it was the 8th District here in Florida, specifically stated that statute was actually overbroad, and actually provided some clarification that actually stated that you had to physically interfere with the investigation, not just a verbal, anything like that. So it should be noted that the male who was stabbed refused to do a report as a result of Wilkins filming the interaction between the male and the officer. The male asked to have the video removed by Wilkins' cell phone. The male was advised that could not be facilitated. However, Wilkins would be arrested and charged for obstruction. What they left out was actually that the male, who was a convicted felon, actually started saying that he was going to go and grab his gun and shoot Brian, the one that was arrested. So they completely left that out, which was really interesting. This is a report that was done up by Martin Davia, and reviewed by Morel, ID number 850-0358. So, yeah, let me back out of that a little bit. Okay, and that's it. That's all they wrote. So, out of curiosity, where did Davia put in there that he took the evidence, not directly here? Do you guys have a policy that when you guys take something for evidence, you guys bring it directly here? No. Do you have somebody who could?
You can get on that phone right there on the wall, and that links the communication. You can request a supervisor, and they can do it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and then for the record, can I just get your name?
Oh, actually, can you just,
Michael, and then do you have a last name?
screen record?
Pardon?
Because I'll charge it in here.
I'm kind of deaf, actually. Did any of these turn on? Oh.
Farine.
How do you spell that?
F-U-R-I-N-I.
F-U-R-I-N-I?
That's correct.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, yes, can I speak with a supervisor? Pardon? I just have a few questions about, like your guys' policies. I just wanted some clarification. I'm not gonna give it. I'm a white male. I'm wearing a black suit. Thank you.
Okay, so we should have 7 items.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
All right, good.
So they're giving you all your phones back? Oh, smart move.
We'll take your ID and your... Close that up while you're free.
Okay.
Isn't there? Make sure it's you. No, I don't see you. Though you're clean shaven in that one, huh? Okay. Can you take your glasses off, please? Thank you. That's only great. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right. And I just need you to sign. You just sign and print your name there.
Well, look at the 2 pictures. Michael above me.
No, over here, sorry. That side,
Brent.
that's your side, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, can you print your name?
So truth seeker, they arrested him because 2 guys threatened him because they didn't want him filming in public.
Is there anything that wasn't released?
There are, yeah, there's
Yeah.
like a selfie, there's a couple things that they.
Mind if I photograph and inspect that real quick? Let's see, make sure. So reason for custody was safekeeping. Interesting.
Yes, I like it, and then there's several requests, I'd like them to all be separate.
Okay, what else do you need?
Okay, I need to get, body cams,
Okay,
dash cams,
body cam, dash cam. Okay,
and I'll buy that report that you had for him.
You want it?
Yeah.
That'll be good. I haven't.
I'll pay for it. She's gonna need the numbers off of it,
yeah,
so that's, it's all, this is all pertaining to that,
yes, 22,
each one of these.
52962. I'm gonna just put it on here too, 22.
No, absolutely.
52962. Okay, was that it for that one?
Body cams, dash cams, where do I get like county jail stuff? From them, I assume?
Yeah, you would have to
Okay.
pick that up through them.
Body cams, dash cams, what else should I?
Yeah, I mean,
Backseat cam?
do you have any
Yes,
other,
backseat, rear cams, whatever car
Yeah.
cams they have.
were there any supplemental reports that went with that?
Let me double check, but I didn't see any.
Okay.
But let me double check it.
And then could you also, I would do the affidavit for the call for service that he was on.
Oh, you want the CAD note for it?
Oh yeah, I would pull everything, CAD,
Okay. so
Call
you
for
want on this
service.
one, you want the body cam, the dash cam, the
yeah,
backseat cam.
radio.
Yes.
Okay?
That's
Yeah.
good for that one, I'm doing all separate ones.
Yeah, okay, yeah, separately.
So she doesn't get confused.
What else?
CAD notes,
Okay, you want the CAD notes? That we can probably just pull for you.
yeah.
So CAD notes,
Sworn affidavit, Maybe that's what he already printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the booking sheet right here.
Okay. So is that, the booking sheet, does that mean that's his sworn statement kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just double check with this report number and make sure there's nothing else in the system for
Okay.
it. I will be right back.
Okay.
Thank you. Someone said that while we're still here, break the seals on this and check for damage, make sure nothing's arrested while we're here, and that way there's documented evidence of it.
And if the SD cards are there and
Yeah.
kind of thing. Record it.
Yep. I mean, check them out. What's this? This GoPro?
This is stuff that they thought they needed to seize.
Yeah, and their thing on their paper said for safekeeping.
Yeah.
So is the impound lot not safe?
I guess. They don't trust that.
They don't trust the impound lot?
Yep.
So everything looked like it was there?
Yeah.
Which one's this one? There's that. Okay. Camcorder. You take the SD?
SD, nope, still in there.
SD still in there? Does it turn on? No damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There was no more reports on that particular one.
Okay.
There was just a process where they turned in stuff and then the
Yeah.
booking.
Or was there, or maybe, was there one for the two guys that, or the one guy that said he was stabbed?
Call that started it?
Yeah.
Let me see what I can find there.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Any damage? I don't know why they would need a speaker
Yeah.
for evidence. Absolutely, Robert. Oh, look at that. They took your radio.
SD card's still in there. It's behind that battery.
All right, yeah.
There now.
Yep.
If this happens to you people, this is the type of stuff that, you know, you want to make sure to do, just, you know, for your safety, public safety.
And for records. Liz, that's what we're double checking. Any damage to it?
That's what I can see.
It's a multi-step process.
The last item.
That one looks like it's still on.
Because they can't turn it off.
Yeah.
They won't let them without the password.
Yeah.
So that's how
All
they're
right.
able to track everything.
Yeah.
Through this one right here.
So next, I would double check and make sure all the contents are still on there. That's the next thing.
Do what?
I would check to make sure they didn't delete anything.
If I want to turn them on here. I'll do that. I don't need to do that here. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Chuck will check and make sure that nothing was
I'll go
deleted
through
later
them.
on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So,
through and keep. Actually, they're actually gonna go somewhere else and
get
they're
processed.
gonna go through them and process them and
Yeah.
see what all happened,
Yep.
what all ran through.
Forensic
Turn them
analysis.
on if they just, you know, because they can leave them off and pull information from them too.
Yeah, yeah.
If you get pulled over and the cop gets your phone, they take it right to their car, plug it in, and it rips all your information off.
Yep.
We're gonna see if they added anything to it. to track or,
Yep.
and,
Go look at, what's it called? Pegasus. If you guys don't know what Pegasus is, you guys should definitely look up Pegasus. It's an interesting piece of software. How long does it take to get a supervisor here?
but they still have the phone I was recording with.
They still have the phone you were
Yeah.
recording with? The one that was live streaming?
Yeah. And then they
The one that doesn't have anything on it? Good morning. There we go.
Good morning. Okay, that's fine.
If they want to push it, I'm ready to take it to the Supreme Court. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
absolutely,
stop.
absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny, he didn't mention anything in the affidavit about the guy threatening you with the gun.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
But, you know,
There was no, I got you the CAD note on this call. There was
Okay.
no separate call, but
Okay.
it's all like basically rolled into one.
Okay.
So, so it'll be this report, this CAD note.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want?
Have a good day.
Chain of custody?
Martin Davila, I need to get his personnel file.
Okay, then I got you, okay, so you need
It's Chuck Bronson.
Disciplinary actions.
develop personnel file.
Yeah.
And you wanted his
Disciplinary act-
Well, we know they use Stingray in Port Charlotte. I'm not sure if they use them here.
Yeah, they do.
They do? Cool.
His disciplinary record, okay.
Yep. That's the end of that one.
That one, okay.
And then I also need disciplinary actions for Christopher, same thing, for Christopher Mochi.
Disciplinary and personnel?
Yep.
And personnel for,
Hey, I know that guy back there.
Whatever I'm allowed to get, I know about certain things have to get redacted, whatever, I'm well aware of that.
Christopher Mochi. Okay,
And then
End of that one?
that's the end of that one. Back to the body cams and that kind of stuff. I'm thinking I just had it in my head.
Oh, chain of custody?
Do a separate one for that.
Oh.
Keep that in your mind for a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
no, no.
So body cams, dash cams.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was like-
audio, video, just in case,
Okay,
of all officers on scene.
okay.
So
Oh.
all dash cams,
Of all of the.
body cams.
Yeah, because on the CAD note, it basically lists all the officers that were on scene.
Correct.
So I can just pull it from that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, of all officers. On scene, okay? And you want basically body cam, dash cam, backseat
Yeah.
cam, if applicable, on
Exactly,
all officers that are on
exactly.
scene. Gotcha.
And then I need a items list of what was removed from the car, what was
Okay.
seized.
We could probably get you the tow log for that. I can probably just make you a copy of the tow log.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you want the tow log?
I got a tow log sheet, but it
Yeah, it
doesn't
should
show what
be-
was taken and what wasn't.
Oh,
It
okay.
just shows what was itemized or something,
So-
as far as inventory, I suppose, I don't know.
You just want an inventory of lists that were taken from the car?
Yeah,
Okay.
do they use their body cams to do inventory?
I don't know, but I will
Okay.
put it in there.
Okay,
They should.
Inventory of items removed from car.
Someone was wondering if we could also get a couple breakfast burritos.
And you want body cam if applicable. Okay?
and then back to the body cams,
Okay.
as far as Martin's, I need to make sure that, I'd like to get his body cam, the whole thing, the whole process at the jail. And yeah, I just need to make sure it's in its
Okay,
entirety.
and then- Okay,
Oh,
so this is from Davila.
do you guys use Axon body cameras?
I believe so.
I think so.
Can we get the audit? What is it? There's the, what's it called? There's the there's an audit log or something like that, and it will actually say when
What time
or
they
if some,
activated, what time
if
they
anything was
deleted.
deleted, anything was moved, transferred, etc.
Yeah,
Body cam. Okay, so you want, on this one, you want the body cam of the entire jail process?
yes,
Okay.
also. Which should be included in his body cam for the whole call, but
It
just,
should,
Yeah,
just in
but
case.
just in
you know.
case.
I figured I'd mention it.
Yeah, no problem. Entire jail process, okay. Okay,
And this will all be go to
No, I agree, Donald.
Chuck Bronson 55@gmail.com.
okay. One more time on that.
Chuck Bronson 55@gmail.com. ChuckBronson 55 the numbers at gmail.com.
Gotcha.
Is that me or you?
Okay, was there anything about what this gentleman was talking about that you needed?
Oh, the chain of custody for evidence.
GoPro, start recording.
For evidence.
Yes.
Evidence that was seized.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever you guys call it, you may call it something else. I don't know what you would
they'll
call it.
figure it out,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't know, they'll send it up to the people who do.
Yep.
Well, let's call it evidence, and let's also call it,
Seized property.
to me, this is evidence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just because there's a different name.
/property.
Yeah. Nope. That works.
Property, there you go.
Yeah.
You want the chain of custody of all the evidence property seized.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay,
Awesome.
all right, anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it. Unless you can think of anything else.
That's
Oh,
them.
did you get is there anything else you guys think that should be pulled? Oh, did you get radio traffic?
Yeah, can we get E911 radio
Yeah.
traffic?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Nope.
So you want the 911 call from?
Any radio traffic?
Well, I think in the affidavit it said that that was the name
He
Davia.
called for backup, so.
Yeah, Davia, I guess, overheard somebody
Yeah.
saying, I got stabbed, so he came back around and looked, and then he radioed. So I don't think there would be a 911 call.
There's not gonna
Um,
be, but
yeah.
I'll put it in just to see if they've got anything.
Oh, I have a separate request whenever
Okay.
you're done.
And go ahead, keep
Okay.
writing whatever, I don't want to interrupt you.
Was there any kind of
Any internal memos? Somebody said internal memos.
Bolos.
radio call on this? Okay, got it?
And then another one I'd like to get, to find out if there's in the past, any time, been any internal memos, bolos, emails, about Chuck Bronson.
All right. I need you guys moving so I can hear. Have there been any, you want, like emails, memos,
Bolos,
Yeah. Any reports
yeah, reports,
memos,
or documents?
bolos, documents? For.
Karen O, not yet.
I'll just put- Okay,
on Chuck Bronson, and then Brian Wilkins.
Chuck Bronson. Or Brian Wilkins.
Yep, Brian with a Y.
Okay.
Is that what they were saying? Is that what they were?
Yeah, someone did. Yeah, someone did
Okay.
say check to see
One
if there's
more.
any memos.
About 3 months ago, I requested salaries of all current officers. I still haven't got that.
That's weird. Let me look at that.
And I mentioned it last time I was here and still haven't heard anything
So
again.
you want your PRR request on salaries?
It's a possibility.
All
if it's,
current officers.
Because I remember when you came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'll look it up for you right now and see what's going on with it. Okay, and you said you had one?
Yes. It'll be kind of the start of a request. I kind of just want some information. How many phone calls were placed to the Fort Myers Police Department regarding the arrest? Because you guys record those lines, correct?
We record the ones that go up to dispatch. If they come into here.
So if they call, like, say, the 239-321-7700, and it says, press option 1, yeah, so all those are recorded?
Upstairs should be recorded.
Okay.
Okay, how many phone calls were placed regarding this situation?
Yeah.
Then I grab Spanish. You got any more of these in English?
Yeah, I'll get some. No, they are in, if you go onto our website, they're in there. Oh, regarding this situation.
If you print several, I'll stock them for you while we're here.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's on our website. You just want to know the number?
Yeah, because I'm gonna see if I want to pull the audio on those.
Yeah, no
So,
problem.
if it'd be worthwhile.
Do you want me to put it under a separate email or?
Yeah, if you want, I can do my email on
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Yeah, so SWFL OAP as in Oscar Alpha Papa
Uh-huh,
at gmail.com.
at Gmail?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's
Okay.
it.
And let me take all of this back to my desk. Was there anything else?
I think that's it.
Just for the record, can I get your name and position?
My name is Karen
Karen?
Rose, R-O-S-E.
Karen Rose,
Yes.
ROSE?
Yes.
And you're a records clerk or?
Records clerk.
Thank you very much, Karen. By the way, you're getting a lot of praise in here saying that you're very
She's
helpful,
always
very
been
wonderful.
professional. Every
Absolutely.
time I've been here, she's great.
All right, guys, if you guys want to call into the Fort Myers Police Department and let them know that Karen Rose is very helpful, please do so.
Let me check on your other PRO request.
Thank
I'll
you.
be right back.
Did you ask for a supervisor or somebody?
Yeah, like 20 minutes ago.
Some guy walked through just to look at us, but I don't know. We got one.
Hi, I was wondering when that supervisor was gonna get here.
There's one out front talking to these people. You might be next in line.
Oh, okay, awesome. And do you have a name for who that person is? Sergeant Brown? Awesome. All right, thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. Is that Sergeant Brown? No,
No, it's Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Yeah, he was the one that was talking some crap.
About
Just,
that night?
no, just one night downtown. Just kept doxing my name over and over and over and over.
Oh. Interesting, interesting.
Apparently, he looks like he got promoted or something.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I think I've had him before.
Miguel. He says his name, Miguel.
Miguel Hernandez.
423, I don't know, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I think so, yeah, because he's in a black car now, and unmarked.
Well, he's with the gang unit,
Uh-huh.
too.
Interesting.
Grab some change, pay for whatever they have now.
Yeah. Yep, that's very true. Hey, Banana. All right, guys. So we finished with the records requests. Did Chuck lose weight in jail? No, he's only in there for a couple hours. Who? Chuck Bronson's hand, or? I'm kind of pissed. So I fucking broke my shoe on the way to the. Yeah, no, they're Bill. They're printing some out. They only had them in Spanish, so They're gonna print out some English ones. Yep. And vet tech, nope, for sure. No, it's over here. Broken shoe alert. Yeah, I was like walking up, and I guess apparently there was a little bit on the, or a side on the corner that was really sharp, and it kind of ripped the bottom of my shoe open. So, time to buy new shoes. But I mean, I've had these things for a year. They've had some serious abuse. So, my nice dress shoes. It's pretty much a flat tire almost. How's the weather? It's hot as balls, to be honest. It says it is currently 82 degrees, but I'll tell you what, it feels like 100. So, I'm gonna go grab my smokes.
I didn't know where you parked. I thought maybe.
I always park around the corner. Huh? No. No, that thing's under the knife, man. John Doe, more than likely not. They definitely didn't have grounds to arrest him. It was an unlawful arrest. Hence why we keep referring to it as a kidnapping. So the way that the situation unfolded, and the funny thing is the way that the guy explained it in his own affidavit, doesn't actually satisfy the requirements for an arrest. So it's going to be interesting. Whew. Oh, hey. What was that? Oh, vet tech. I appreciate it, man. I was actually going to go get new shoes here soon anyway, but I appreciate it. Yeah, no, freaking, I was actually just in Phoenix last year, and when I got off the plane, it was 107. Oh, hello. Yeah, it was 107 degrees outside, but to be honest, it felt colder in Phoenix at 107 than it did right now in Fort Myers at 82. Just a second, guys. Forgot my smokes. Yeah, I'm trying to leave Florida, man. I freaking hate Florida. Florida sucks. It's funny, I've had people that were, somebody's calling somebody a cocksucker. Pardon me. Got some more chitlins over here, so out of respect. It's funny, I've had people who were total bootlickers start to say, man, like they're starting to realize that Florida really is becoming a police state. There was no notification for you? That's another thing. So after reaching out to YouTube support, I was talking to them. I'm like, why is it that, only 2, sometimes 3% of my subs are actually getting notifications? They try to say something along the lines of like, I guess Sergeant Brown is here. Oh, hello. Sorry, I had to go run and grab something from my car. So, I had a question about one of you guys' policies. Maybe you might know.
How are you?
Good. I'm James. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
James.
James? What's
Yes.
going on?
So I had a question about one of you guys' policies. So
Okay.
when you guys do take things into evidence, say like you arrest somebody, take something into evidence, what is like the policy? Do you guys bring it directly here, or is that like your guys' policy?
So specifically, what are you looking at? I mean, it depends. So you're talking evidence or physical property, or you're talking
either
physical
or.
evidence that's going to be logged into evidence.
Correct.
It could depend on if the person's directly booked into the jail or if they come here for processing.
Yeah. So I mean, so if like the arresting officer or whatever is holding on to the evidence, they obviously they got to take them down to the jail for booking. So obviously the evidence would go there. And then would it directly go back to like this location, or
Yes,
it would?
All of our evidence is housed here.
Yeah, and that's your
Wire go
policy.
back here,
Is there a requirement that like the evidence once it's logged and bagged and everything that it has to come back here immediately, or?
This is
They
where our
log it
evidence
and
is
do all
caused.
that here.
Depending, and we do have outsites for different types of evidence. So larger evidence, we have different posts.
True.
that
Yeah.
go
There's
to
the one I
different-
believe
that
it's up
goes
on like
to-
141 or 143. Is that the Lee County Evidence Building?
No, we don't
No.
house anything in Lee
separate.
County unless
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
maybe
okay.
like a mine case or something.
Oh.
But all of our evidence and property
It's all over
ends
41.
up specifically stored here unless it's
Yeah.
a vehicle, a motorcycle that has to be processed.
Yeah, like a
and then we have
vehicle or
other
something, yeah.
areas for that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what about like
Is there something specific that you're
say it was
referring
like
to?
some phones or cameras or something like that?
For what? What do you mean, like to be held as evidence, or is it
Correct.
property?
Property or evidence?
So typically, if it's just property, and as long as the jail will take that property,
Yeah.
because they won't take a big duffel bag and stuff like that. We have
True.
to bring it over here. It's
Yeah.
held into found property.
Okay.
And then the person that's arrested
Yeah.
would get a property or get the report number to come over here and retrieve that stuff. when
What
they're
if the
done.
jail
So
would take it?
then it would be housed with the jail.
Well, is
Okay.
there a
So if
reason
it's like
the
you're-
jail wouldn't take it?
Their
Hold on,
pol-
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
explain it well. If there's if the jail will take it, is there a reason for the police officers to not take it there, to bring it here?
No, I mean, if the jail
According to
takes it,
your
we should be
policy?
leaving it with the prisoner. If it's
Yeah.
just
Cell phones
property,
and stuff, yeah.
cell phone,
Yeah.
a wallet, are typical scenarios on why that would be left as long as it's property, correct?
Okay.
If it's deemed as evidence, then it should be back over here.
Okay. Now, what about somebody just driving around with that evidence for like an hour before bringing it here? Would that raise
Depending
kind
on
of
what's
concerns?
going on,
Or
there are types of stuff, you get into a hot call or something coming out of the jail, there might be a situation, as long as it's secured in the car,
Okay.
then that's something
That's
there.
what
But
we didn't
typically,
have, chain of custody work
so,
with that.
Yeah.
correct, as long as it's secured in the police officer's car, but there are times we'll come out of the jail and bam, you're on to a hot call and we've got to go, right?
Yeah.
And it might sit there, so ideally,
No,
yes,
absolutely.
everything's going to go,
Okay.
go there.
No, I was just curious, like how that, if you guys had a policy on that, or just
So,
basically
yeah,
how
we
that
do
worked.
have policies on evidence, correct. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, that should be it.
All right,
So,
guys.
thank you so much. Was Yates 211. That brings me to another records request. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
I wanted to pay for whatever is available now.
All right, here's your complaint forms.
Those are free.
Got those, okay. Here is your PRR request,
Okay.
right here. Those are the people that are on salary,
Okay.
and that's a copy, just a copy of your request.
And the whole department, that's it?
Requested salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people that were on.
Here,
Okay, so what do I need to request?
so here's how I would do that. Can we get?
Let me grab my paper again.
Can, nope, not a problem. Yeah, they can kind
So
of do the whole
that's, so the chief, Derek Diggs.
200,000,
Yep.
$96 an hour.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so the last pay stub of 2021
Last pay stub.
You want for the entire department or just the law enforcement officers?
Can I
Just officers.
Give
All
them
right.
a key?
Officers, lieutenants,
Yeah.
you know.
For all uniformed deputies
Of all uniforms,
It's open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not deputies, they're
or
officers.
officers, sorry. Yeah.
of all,
Officers, lieutenants, everybody that's not salary. How about that now?
Yeah.
so you just have the uniform.
Yeah, of all uniformed officers, comma,
Gang
lieutenants.
unit, I mean-
Yeah.
GVU, whatever.
Not on salary. Okay.
Yeah.
Just, you don't want this to be.
I don't need yours and that kind of stuff,
So
but
you
just,
don't want civilian?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Boom.
Okay, just so I have your correct, email, it's chuckbronson55@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you, Miss
wait,
Rose.
and here's all your stuff. Okay, that one's free,
Okay,
because they actually sent that, they emailed that to you on April 7th.
okay.
Must have gotten.
So this one, this is gonna be 4 pages, so that's 60 cents. So it would be 90 cents for these two.
Man, breaking the bank. Come on.
Can I just set up an account?
Just put it on the tab.
Running a tab.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
90 cents.
90 cents.
I'm being nice, I didn't bring pennies today.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
I had to do that to Lee County.
I'm
They were
still
being
saving up
difficult.
the 2,000 pennies, so
I
Yeah.
heard that, so
I'm saving.
we'll be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee County wanted to play games with terminology, even though I specifically told them exactly what I wanted, and they wanted to pretend like, oh no, we didn't understand that. I'm like, black and white.
That's why I always try to, you
said
know,
exactly
I don't know
what it
what
was.
terms, you
I have
know.
it on camera that you guys acknowledged what it was that I was talking about, and now you guys want to charge me money? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll be back. So I went to the bank, got a whole bunch of pennies and nickels, showed up with 2 giant bags, and literally just was like, "Oh, here, you guys take cash, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool." Like, you guys want to be difficult? I can be difficult too.
I feel bad, but
Yeah.
it's not you guys.
No. You guys are doing great.
But when you want change, sometimes you gotta pay with change.
True.
That's the whole purpose of the change. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Does it say on there who was, or wait, did it say who was the one that brought the stuff into evidence?
No, I haven't even
It'll
got
be-
that yet.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, there is your change.
Thank you.
Mr. Moneybags.
There are your reports,
Okay.
Thank you.
and I thank you very much.
No, absolutely. I might have one other request. I just need to know who it was. Does it state in there who?
Yeah, and then is this the only report from any officer?
Yeah, that was all that was in the
Okay.
system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Right?
Does it,
That's what you already went through.
yeah.
And then this here,
Martin
this shows
Davia.
all this. Everybody that was there.
City assigned in chief, assigned as backup, Central Ave. Does it state anything in there about like the evidence or return to billing for evidence or anything like that? Alligator en route unaware, tow log complete, change location, D. Martin Luther King.
These are CAD notes, so.
Yeah, it should be in there.
Would they put like in the CAD notes, like headed with evidence or delivered evidence here?
I don't, unless it
People are
says on
started
it.
showing people
So
calling in.
that's tow log.
Yeah.
Second complaint. Reference a complaint.
Basically,
Put that in as a request.
can you
please?
find out who it was that dropped the evidence off here?
Who dropped off evidence?
Yes.
Okay.
And then basically any calls for service. What time was the arrest? 119.
I mean, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah. So basically from, what is that? May 15th, 1:19 a.m. to basically whatever the timestamp was for them dropping the evidence off.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Because he was saying was it Yates? Was that who we were speaking to? Yates?
Yeah, Lieutenant?
Yeah, Lieutenant Yates. Yeah, he was saying that basically, like the chain of custody, the way that works is, they're supposed to, if the arresting officer has the evidence or whatever in their possession, they take the person to jail, whatever. They're supposed to come back here, drop it off now, unless there's a call for service that they have to go and respond to, or there's something serious going on. It may kind of change up how the evidence gets back here. But basically, I'm just trying to figure out who it was that physically had the evidence from the moment it was basically
Want the chain
logged.
of custody
Yes.
of the evidence.
Yes, yeah, chain of custody, and then on top of that, like whoever it was that was in possession of, the chain of custody for that evidence, if they responded to any calls for service before they dropped those items off here, while they were in possession. Yeah.
That evidence.
And did they go on any service calls with your property?
Yes.
Correct, yes. And I believe that should be it.
That was 2475 Central Avenue, correct? I think?
Yes.
Yep, 2475 Central Ave
25 Central Ave.
It was changed at one point,
to,
changed location to 2475. So originally it
Yeah,
was,
so they probably had somebody going to something else.
Yeah.
And then
And then
they
they
changed
their
Okay,
assignment
their
to that
location.
call, yeah.
okay.
Did they go on any service calls with the property?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Are you, sorry, it's just, as it keeps coming, it's just like, okay, wait, what about it? Are you guys' vehicles GPS tracked?
Are
GPS logged? Like, are the vehicles
Yeah,
GPS
they
logged? Are they?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can all see where they are at all times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause I know some real time, because I think you guys do the real time thing too, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's stored.
Dead. He worked up in dispatch.
No, that's a,
I know
Well,
it's like, live,
yeah.
but I don't know if it's keeping a record.
if it's, I wouldn't say if it's not, or if it is keeping somewhat of, even if it's a temporary, like say if it's like a temp file or something like that, that temp file actually has to be stored for 7 years because of
I don't know.
Florida law. So,
Probably need to ask somebody.
yeah.
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 I used it, but I didn't like administer it or anything.
Yeah, but like you can see on like a map, like if like where the units are. Okay, awesome. And then so yeah, if there is a GPS log for that vehicle
That same last.
that was assigned, for whoever
They
was
can go
assigned for
along
chain of
with the
custody.
same one
To bill
too.
his vehicle.
Yeah.
No.
No. Whoever was
Whoever had the property.
whoever had the property. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nope, that's all right.
Clarification.
Nope. It's best to be clear.
Absolutely.
And you guys know how like officers like clock in?
They do it on the computer, but I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, how you
Okay,
doing?
so you want the
I need
GPS or
like a
the
public
temp file
request
from
for,
whoever has the
like all
property?
police cams.
Yeah.
and
Okay,
Everything, this is my ticket I got, and I wanna,
anything else?
That should be it. Oh, and then all that is to the SWFL.
Oh.
So just
okay.
wanted to make sure.
So, this is gonna be for Chuck Norris.
Chuck
This
Norris.
is the pay stub.
It's Chuck Bronson.
Sorry.
He is a badass like Chuck Norris, though. So
They're both pretty.
he does have another fist behind that beard.
it's for him, but I want,
Okay,
I want every
the
other
who
officer,
dropped off the
body cam
evidence,
that was
was
on the
that
scene
for
that
you
gets stopped
also?
also.
Yeah.
And the chain of custody?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's also gonna be Chuck Bronson?
What, my name? Oh.
And this is gonna be for SWFL?
Yeah.
All right.
Or was that for the chain of custody one?
Can we both get that?
Yeah, for both of us.
Just give us.
Sorry.
I'll just put them as two separate ones. They'll be the same, but they'll be like two separate.
Okay.
So that's
No, that's
gonna
me.
be, okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rose.
Sorry, but
Nope.
thank you.
All right, have a good
Thank you. You as well. All right. Now that we've done our due diligence of harassing public officials for the day. No. So. No, absolutely, Melanie. You know, she was wonderful.
Filing complaints on cops. Chicks up there filing complaints on cops.
Oh, is she? Wonderful at 4.
Do you know where to go to county to get like the jail cameras?
Yeah, but they're probably not going to release it. They're going to claim that they're probably going to claim it's for security. Yeah, it's going to be the office HQ of a 6 Mile.
I mean, I'm gonna request it be a discovery too.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say that you can definitely get it in discovery.
Quicker.
Yeah.
Go see if they got anything on their cars.
That's exactly what I plan on doing.
You can go all through there. I
Yeah.
go through all the time. I'm not because I'm smoking.
I don't see anything in the cars that they shouldn't have. Supervisor here. He's got the laptop plugged. Uh-oh. Got a Pop-Tart. Sergeant Brown. Oh, hey, look, this is the guy that was supposed to be here earlier. Hello. Are you Sergeant Brown? Are you Sergeant Brown?
Am I Sergeant Brown?
Yeah.
No, sir.
No? Oh, okay, all right. So. Good.
I just asked what you're doing.
Just what does it look like I'm doing? Just out of curiosity.
Video tapping, that's what it looks like. That's why I just...
No, yeah, it was just, well, they said that Sergeant Brown was going to be meeting with me, so, and I saw you that this is his car, I was like, oh, supervisor's car, so.
Oh, I thought you were probably going to meet you at the front doors, though. That's usually where they come out looking for anyone.
Maybe, yeah, well, here, maybe you might know. Out of curiosity, so, say, like, you arrest somebody, right? And you take, you know, it's like their phones or wallet or something like that into, like, you know, as evidence or something like your property. When you take that, you actually seal that in the bag. What are you supposed to do with that? Are you supposed to like bring it directly here, or?
Once we seal it in the bag, after we're done, usually we come back to the department.
Okay.
Goes up in there.
Is there like a policy for that, or do you have like any like specific policies maybe?
Might be in policy. I don't remember. It's just what we do.
No. Okay. No, I was just
It's just what we do because it's evidence.
Yeah, I was just genuinely curious. So. Okay.
He does have his computer up if you just don't mind videotaping that.
No, he's got it closed. He's got it closed. So he does have a very suspicious looking Pop-Tart in there, though. If it's cherry flavor, if it's cherry, you better arrest him.
If it's cherry, everybody's gonna fight for it.
Yeah. Oh man.
What do you guys do? What kind of program do you guys offer when you run into homeless people out in the street?
We actually try to get disconnected to the service, so if they've been here for...
What kind of service is that?
Right now, if you get them connected to the right service, you can get them to food pantry. You know what it is?
Okay.
Between Boppers. We can send them there where they get something high feed. They can talk to a lot of the outreach workers there.
Yeah.
Try to get connected to anything they might be available for. Get some kind of help or anything like that.
Do they do anything for housing there, or is that just food?
They can do housing there as well.
Okay, that's
Is
cool.
that the only place available?
You can get human veteran service as well.
One more time?
Human veteran service.
Okay.
Get them connected with that if they can hear. Otherwise, you can just try to get them.
How quick can they provide housing most of the time? Is it booked behind, or is it readily available?
It's yeah.
We'll try to get them connected to it.
Yeah.
Don't know what happens afterwards.
I know some people have been out here for a year, some people less time. They have some house.
How many people do you run into that just don't want the help?
There's a lot.
I wish that everyone would take service.
There's at the facility that I work at, there's actually a guy that he hangs out there and he actually keeps all the other homeless people away that kind of mess up the place. But it's funny, he does the yard work around. He cleans everything up, cleans up trash. But he actually said, like, you know, because he gets a pension, he gets retirement, VA benefits, all that. He gets like a monthly check, like from multiple places. And he's like, I prefer to be homeless, man. He's like, I got the beach right down the road. He was like, I just sit here and sleep, man. What's the purpose of paying for a place to live when I can just literally sleep on the beach? So,
I know a few people, they honestly try to make more money than a lot of people mine.
yeah,
That's what they like to do.
that's just what they want to do.
They don't earn any money. They
Yep.
just like to, they say until everyone gets off the streets on homeless, that's what they
Yeah.
want to be.
Hey.
Like, that's where they want to be, then.
Yeah. Does the city of Fort Myers have any like ordinances against being homeless? 'Cause I know there's certain cities that actually tried to outlaw being homeless.
No, you can't camp.
You just can't
If you
camp.
have a tent like that, then that's
Yeah.
a violation.
What about like say like sleeping on a bench or something? Oh, sorry.
Like benches, you mean like under the bus stops?
Or just any bench. Yeah, just any benches or any of the various ones.
Downtown every night.
Yeah.
I don't know what the benches. I don't hear too much about that. I know the.
I thought it was nice that he seems like he's allowed to be there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. 'Cause
I
a lot
have
of
to look
places
at that one.
can't.
I generally don't yell at people about that. I'm trying to get them help.
Yeah.
It might be an ordinance. I'd have to look into that track one because most of the time, if I'm going to go and cite everyone that's homeless for every single thing, they're
Yeah.
not going to talk to me about trying
Exactly.
to help either.
Yeah.
So I try to get them help.
All right.
A
Cool.
lot of people desperately need help.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well,
Helping people.
thank you very much.
If he's here, I'll let him know that you guys are waiting for him.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, man. Or they sent somebody else out, and I was kind of talking to them, but I didn't know if he was still meeting with me. So that's what I'm just trying to figure. I don't want to leave if he's not still meeting with me.
Here, I'll look for him.
Yeah.
Did he say he was going to be back out with you guys?
The lady I spoke to on the phone inside there said that he was the one that was showing up to speak with me. So I don't know. Yeah, Yates came out and was talking to me a little bit about it. I had some questions, but I wanted to make sure that he's not going to come outside looking for me like, oh, where is this guy? I thought he wanted to talk.
I can try to get him on the radio and just let him know that he's no longer needed. If
Or-
he's still supposed to be coming.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know what if they let him know that hey, the guy's not here anymore to talk to you or.
I can let him know.
All right, thank you, man. Nope,
Let him know or I'll let him know.
nope, I appreciate it.
Happy to.
You as well.
These are all employee cars.
Yeah, all these, yeah,
They might be.
they have.
They could be officers too.
Yeah, most of the officers park over on that side, and then the civs usually park here.
Is
Yeah,
where all the officers. Catty corner that way is where the officers park.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a whole that's over there. There was a while back. I'd have to go back and dig up the footage, but there was a Fort Myers police officer. His name was Remy. And he wouldn't identify himself, and I was just like, "Oh, come on, man! It's not that hard. Name and back, name and ID. I don't need to give that to you. My supervisor said I don't have to give that to you."
Really?
Yeah, and then like I was like, okay, so I walked back, came over here, was like, all right, can I get a supervisor? And I was like, so this guy is refusing to identify himself. He said that he doesn't have to. He said that you guys said that he didn't have to. They're like, yeah, no, that's not the case. So they actually went down there with me and told him like, you're supposed to identify.
GoPro, start recording.
So, all right. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Chuck will probably be posting some updates on what's going on. He's got his stuff back. Well, most of his stuff except for one of them. So, well.
Just so you know, if that guy's not going to do a damn thing about your complaint, just so you know, if it's really important to you, I would try to talk to somebody else again at a different time, but that cop is just trash.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Thank you for letting
Have a
me
good
know.
day.
Miguel Hernandez.
Mr. Miguel. No, absolutely, Karen. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Time is it? Woo, 10:30. Yeah, I gotta get going. Yeah. Well, Chuck, good seeing you, brother.
Yep.
Hopefully, you get the other phone back soon. Yeah. So if you guys want, head over to Chuck, show him some love. I don't know if he's gonna be posting. Did you pull the video already, or? No.
James Freeman's supposed to be covering it maybe today.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to put up anything yet, or if I'm going to wait to get more footage.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, so. All right, guys, just make sure to tune in to Chuck Bronson if you haven't already. He'll keep you posted with some updates. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Showing some love and support. See you guys
Later.
later.